Inch bothers me. He's shown what he's capable of. What if he finds out about our plan?
How would he? We're careful.
He's more ruthless than we expected. The bomb on the train. I don't want to think about it.
We need to make sure that we stay calm.
You mean that I stay calm?
I'm not worried about you. I know you.
Hej, siemano wam wszystkim ludziska, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale po króciutkiej przerwie i kontynuujemy Ravena. Okej, gramy teraz tą piękną kobietą. Plan.
Shall we go over the plan one more time?
Good idea. We know that Inch hid the first eye in the Baroness's luggage.
I'll break into her cabin and replace the eye with a fake.
Right. We'll steal the second eye in Cairo.
And Inch will be caught in the act.
It's simple.
The devil is in the detail. I have to get into the Baroness's cabin undetected, then find the secret hiding place, and I can't leave any evidence behind.
Yes. And Inch said something about a combination, so the hiding place might be locked.
One step at a time. I think I'll assess the situation first.
And I think I'll make myself comfortable for a little while.
So this is how married life will be.
Works for me.
Okej, czyli mamy kolejny spisek, a Dean z tą piękną kobietą chce podmienić klejnot i wrobić Incha. Tak naprawdę ta gra zaczyna robić się coraz bardziej skomplikowana, ale też coraz bardziej ciekawa.
Everything went according to plan in London?
Except for the explosion, yes. The Bobby was right on time.
Because he had a good tip-off.
I had enough time to take the eye, but unfortunately there was no time to replace it with the fake.
Where is it? A work of art. Almost as beautiful as the original.
I can't tell the difference.
Inch could. But if all goes to plan, he won't have a chance to take a closer look at the jewel until after the burglary at the Egyptian Museum.
Legrand.
Will Legrand cause any trouble?
Everything's still going according to plan. That means he's clever, but not clever enough.
And the Bobby?
Peasant's cunning, nothing more. He won't be able to solve the puzzle on his own.
There's still Inch.
He doesn't suspect anything. We laid the foundation well. I've been his assistant for months already. He doesn't trust me, but he thinks he can play me for a sucker. That's enough.
Lokaj Inch.
Speaking of Inch, I saw him talking to you in Venice. What was it about?
He was angry because his attack on the train failed and because I lost my ticket.
How did you get on the ship?
As a stowaway, locked in a cold, dark cargo hold.
Poor boy. I'll go out now and lead the police and master thieves around by the nose.
I can think of something else to do.
I can't.
No okej. Czyli tak, idź do kajuty. Możemy wrócić do swojej kajuty, ale możemy się też troszeczkę rozejrzeć. No dobra. Gdzie byśmy mogli udać się najpierw? Wejście do sali restauracyjnej. No okej. Po kolei.
Bravo! Bravissimo! Fantastico! Ha ha!
Would it be okay for you if I get some fresh air up on deck?
Of course, my dear. Give my regards to the sea.
No dobra, skrzypek miał swój występ na żywo. Porozmawiaj z Lady Westmacott.
A wonderful concert, wasn't it?
I wouldn't have expected you to be a connoisseur of classical music.
Because I'm American?
Because you're young, and friendly, and radiant. Someone like you doesn't have to know a lot to get along well in life.
Uprzedzenia.
Are you easily prejudiced at your age?
In my long experience, there's often a core of truth at the center of every prejudice.
Prejudice is the reason of fools.
Was that written in the book you once read?
Oh, I've read many books. Good books.
But not my books, you mean to say.
You're a writer?
Mm-hmm. What can I do for you, Miss...
Mayors.
Aktorstwo.
You know, I'm not planning on throwing myself at a man.
I'm glad to hear it. You have to work. Earn your own money.
Oh, I will. My grades are excellent, and I really want to study acting in New York.
None of my books has ever been made into a good film. The stories were twisted, shortened and simplified so that even the dimmest fellow could follow them.
I want to do theater and travel. I speak 3 languages.
That would be 3 more than most people your age can speak. Do what you have to do. But stay away from bad men.
Okej. Staruszka daje nam dobre rady. Podróż.
Is this your first trip on the Lydia?
That's quite enough. Life is too short for conversations like this. I do wish that rather delightful Swiss policeman had come along.
I heard you had an interesting trip on the train.
It was thrilling. I'm hoping for an encore. Perhaps in Cairo.
Skrzypek.
Mr. Kreutzer possesses impressive technique, don't you think?
He certainly does. His numerous playmates in Austria can tell you more about it than I.
You mean Mr. Kreutzer is a womanizer?
I'm not talking about cheap skirts. I'm talking about expensive clothes. A man like him needs funds to support his lifestyle. Just go over to him, my dear. Tell the maestro that your family is wealthy. You have everything he's looking for. Money and a pretty face.
Hold your tongue. Mr. Kreutzer, Lady Westmacott, please.
Or did you have your eye on me, Mr. Kreutzer? Old, yes, but rich.
Jezebel.
Chyba się zdenerwował.
Mr. Kreutzer, maestro.
A babcia tak jakby troszeczkę zazdrosna. Może pan na mnie zawiesi oko, mam pieniądze. Mimo tego, że jestem stara.
That's better. Freeloader.
Pasożyt.
You and Mr. Kreutzer, you seem to know each other.
Not really, but I know his type. Parasites who cling to the rich and famous and suck them dry. The young, misunderstood painter. The innovative writer who writes books that no one wants to read. The musical talent that has to be supported. The ladies and gentlemen of high society let the others use them and call themselves patrons. Another word for fool.
Didn't you finance archaeological excavations in the Near East and Egypt?
For my husband, and I was there myself. I catalogued items for him, and I didn't show him off like a trophy at cocktail parties, but my son was one of them, the worst kind. The kind that sucks not only the money, but also the life right out of a person.
May I take my leave?
You may.
No dobra, pogadaliśmy sobie ze staruszką. Dawała nam dobre rady. Była zazdrosna o Kreuzera. No cóż, stara bogata kobieta, ma braki. Przyjrzyj się szczypcom do sałatki.
Wooden salad tongs, just small enough to carry around unseen.
No dobra, wzięliśmy sobie szczypce. Nie wiem, do czego nam się mogą przydać, ale do czegoś na pewno je wykorzystamy. Czy coś mamy tutaj jeszcze? Chyba nie. Ogólnie wybaczcie tą przerwę na moim kanale. Przez te parę dni naprawdę troszeczkę się działo, troszeczkę odpoczywałem. Więcej mnie nie było w domu niż byłem, ale za to dzisiaj albo jutro pojawi się jeszcze vlogens. Nie będzie to taki vlogens jak z parady parowozów. Będzie tam więcej komentowania mojego. Dlaczego? No przekonacie się.
The lady is not a fan of shallow conversation, which I respect. I shouldn't talk to her unless I have something serious to say.
Idź na rufę, tak? No dobra. Jak już powiedziałem, zwiedzimy sobie cały statek, ale po kolei. Popatrz na kapitana Di Conti.
He's sweating profusely. Burst capillaries and a sweet odor. I hope the crew doesn't take the captain for a role model, and that they stay sober for the rest of the trip.
Czy możemy z nim pogadać? Nie możemy.
He's sweating profusely, but I hope the...
No okej. Kapitan jest kompletnie pijany, no to nie będziemy mu przeszkadzać w takim razie. Przyjrzyj się ręcznikowi.
Lovely big towel. I hope tomorrow I'll have a chance to sunbathe and enjoy the rest of the trip.
Mogę go zabrać. Obejrzyj leżak.
A deck chair in the sunshine on a cruise ship. I'd be a fool to miss out on that tomorrow, but I have to take care of my duties before I can relax in the sun.
Dobra. Idź na burtę, tak? Możemy się cofnąć do sali restauracyjnej, na dół zejść nie możemy, ale udało nam się wziąć ręcznik. No dobra, w takim razie udajmy się na burtę. Ogólnie jest to już 3. rozdział, jeżeli chodzi o Ravena. Nie jest on aż taki długi, więc na pewno niedługo zakończymy let's play z Ravena. Co będzie dalej? Tak jak zapowiadałem wcześniej, prawdopodobnie deponia 2. Popatrz na Davida Krucera.
A handsome man and a talented musician, but he doesn't seem very happy. Hello, Mr. Kreutzer.
Do you want to have a go at me, like the old witch in there?
I just wanted to talk to you.
Now is not the best time.
Lady Westmacott.
I just wanted to tell you that I really loved your music, and that Lady Westmacott did not have the right to speak to you like that.
Really? How do you know? You don't know me.
Then, did she have the right?
No, she didn't. That cynical old witch enjoys exposing the weaknesses of others, although we all have them. She as well. She lusts for recognition and acts as though it weren't so disgraceful. She rejects prizes and awards with snide remarks, but she's angry when others receive them. She needs to know that she's better than others.
You seem to know her quite well.
I've only met her once or twice, but I know her son and some of her friends. One friend of hers supported me for a long time. No one is brave enough to say it to her face, but everyone hates her.
Her or her success?
Jego historia.
You're so talented. Why aren't you performing on the world's great stages?
Fate, perhaps. Or bad luck. My parents opened every door for me and my sister and expected corresponding careers.
Over-ambitious parents who force their children to play music?
No, it wasn't like that. I loved it. I loved to play the violin. They didn't have to force me. I wanted to do it on my own. I thought I would achieve my goals if only I worked hard enough. But it was not to be.
Co się stało?
What happened?
In a more dramatic story, I'd say that I broke my hand just before my big break, or that I was rejected because of my nationality or my name, or that I was brought down by a conspiracy. But nothing like that ever happened. I practiced like mad. Got better and better. Really good. But nothing happened. The right people never heard me. I was never in the right place at the right time. Can you imagine how it feels to always be on the cusp of a breakthrough? To be just one evening away from becoming an overnight sensation? To see how other, less talented violinists pass you by because you just aren't lucky enough?
How terrible.
For every star in the limelight, there are a dozen more that burn out unseen, fading month by month. I didn't want to be one of those people who waste their lives chasing dreams without realizing that they're unattainable. If I couldn't have the life that I always dreamt of, and that my family expected from me, then at least I could have the next best life.
Drugie lepsze życie.
The next best life.
Mansions, limousines, parties, everything you could wish for. Though none of it belongs to me.
The lady called you a freeloader.
An ugly word, but maybe not so far from the truth. I move with the rich and famous, and at first glance, I live exactly the life my father always wished for me. A carefree life, easygoing. And I play the violin, which I always loved to do.
But it's not really like that.
It's empty. My life is just a shell. A show, and everyone knows it. I loved something once, and I burned for it. But now, the violin is just an accessory for practicing my real profession.
And your family?
How could I ever look them in the eyes? A failed violinist who gave up.
Jego przyszłość.
What does the future hold for you?
Isn't it obvious? My hands are starting to shake from alcohol. What will be left once I lose my good looks? I'll have nothing then. And so I'll put an end to it all.
You can't say things like that.
with my father's pistol. I always have it with me. It's gone! Fate won't even grant me a quick death.
Don't you think you can still make it?
No. It's too late now. The real question is, did I give up too quickly back then?
I don't know.
Thank you for listening.
Goodbye, Mr. Kreutzer.
No dobra, pogadaliśmy z panem Kreuzerem. Wygadał się nam, wyżalił. Ale tak naprawdę mało mnie on interesuje. Możemy iść na rufę, możemy jeszcze z nim pogadać. Nie będziemy tego robić, ponieważ przed chwileczką to zrobiliśmy. Ale udamy się na górę. Idź na górę. Zejdź po schodach, popatrz na drzwi.
Two handsome sailors are standing at the table and studying a marine map. Good thing they're busy. I can have a look around without being disturbed.
A ja myślę, że nawet jakby na ciebie spojrzeli i cię zauważyli, to i tak by nie zwrócili większej uwagi. Jesteś zbyt piękna, żeby cię stąd wyrzucać.
If someone leaves the bridge, I'll pretend to be stargazing, and if that doesn't work, I'll just turn on the charm.
No właśnie o tym chciałem powiedzieć. Obejrzyj szyb wentylacyjny.
A classic. The thief enters through the ventilation shaft. Can it really be that easy? No, it can't. The cover is screwed shut.
Czyli będziemy musieli ją w jakiś sposób odkręcić, tak?
All the first-class cabins have their own ventilation. The shaft might be my best point of entry, but unfortunately, the cover is screwed shut.
Czyli to ona będzie się włamywała do pokoju baronowej. Ale póki co z tym szybem nic zrobić nie możemy, ponieważ nie możemy go odkręcić. Spójrz na flagę.
No idea what kind of flag this is. But the pole it's attached to could be very useful one day. It's about 80 centimeters long and looks quite stable.
Okej.
Yes, it's sturdy, but it's also too cumbersome to carry around.
Czy ja to będę mógł użyć z tym? Wyłam pokrywę.
No, there's no gap to put the pole in. I can't force the cover open. No, there's no gap to put the pole in. I can't...
Dobra, czyli tak czy inaczej nic zrobić tutaj póki co nie mogę. No okej. Chyba że coś znajdę jeszcze. Ręcznik, szczypce do sałatki. Czy ja coś mogę z czymś połączyć?
I could tie the bath towel around the pole, put the pole across the ventilation shaft, and climb down with the help of the towel. Sounds like a plan.
No dobra. Użyj masztuna. Ale tak czy inaczej, póki nie wyłamię pokrywy, to zejść na dół nie będę mógł.
No, there's no gap to put the pole...
No okej. Czyli będziemy potrzebowali jakiegoś śrubokręta. Zejdźmy w takim razie po schodach. Idź na pokład dziobowy. Może tutaj coś znajdziemy przydatnego. Spójrz na drzwi od ładowni.
This should be the entrance to the cargo hold. Not really my concern.
Popatrz na kord do shuffleboarda.
Bull, curling, shuffleboard, all the same to me. I'm not interested in any of that now.
Okej. Ktoś tu jest. Spójrz w stronę pani Miller i profesora Luciana. Dobra, podejdźmy do nich i spróbujmy z nimi pogadać.
The two of them seem to be in a private conversation. I'd better not disturb them. When Adil and I were following the professor in London, I was disguised. But that doesn't mean he won't recognize me now.
Aha, czyli nie chcemy zwracać na siebie uwagi, tak?
No, I won't talk to them as long as I can avoid it.
No okej. Ale tutaj nie widzę żadnego interesującego przedmiotu, którego by się mogli podnieść. No dobra. Wejdźmy do środka i spróbujmy wejść normalnie drzwiami do pokoju Barnowej. Może się uda. Może są otwarte. Mamy też te szczypce do sałatki.
I'm sure I could help you if... Stand aside! If you told me what you're looking for. You're just getting in my way! Now get out! I'll wait at the door, madam. Yes, yes!
Aha, jest i Inch.
Oh, miss...
Mayors?
Can I help you?
No, I'm just having a look around the ship. Good day.
Się na nas spojrzał.
That was close.
O, i skrzypek zniknął. Dobra, spróbowałbym po raz kolejny, ale póki siedzi tutaj Loka i nie będę tego robił.
Inch is intelligent and ruthless, a dangerous combination. He's not a brilliant planner, but he is smart and careful. He senses danger. I'm afraid he might suspect that something is wrong. I think he's frightening. You look in his face and you'd believe that he's at peace with the world and himself. But Adil told me about his mood swings. From one moment to the next, the mask falls away, and he's capable of anything.
Dobra, tak czy inaczej z nim pogadać nie mogę. Zejdziemy w dół i zobaczymy, czy uda nam się wejść do szpitala i do kajuty Legranda. Przy okazji może tutaj znajdę jakiś przedmiot. Obejrzyj model statku.
Very fine handiwork. The model maker even wrote the name of the ship on the tiny life preservers. But the winter garden at the back of the saloon is missing. And the stern deck looks different. It was obviously made before the ship was remodeled. Maybe one of the crew whiled away the long nights at sea building the model. Only someone with a lot of time and a love of the original could build such a thing.
Dobra. Spójrz na magazyny.
Several journals and magazines. This looks pretty interesting. Art and Culture Today. There's something about the exhibition. Unique masterpieces exhibited for the first time together in their home country. Tireless efforts of Baroness von Trebitz. No time for reading. I have to find the secret compartment in the Baroness's cabin.
No ale najpierw musimy się tam w jakiś sposób dostać. Przyjrzyj się tablicy.
The only regular event seems to be the nightly drink in the saloon. Judging from the rest of the entertainment program, it seems necessary.
Come in. How can I help you, young lady?
Doktor.
Are you the ship's doctor?
Yes, of course.
You see, that's what I thought, because you've got a uniform and you work in the medical center.
Well spotted, young lady. My name is Dr. Gebhardt. How can I help you?
Pasażerowie.
What are the other passengers like?
Listen, young lady, I do not really have time to chat right now. Today is my first day, and it is going differently than I had expected.
You do seem a little stressed. Maybe you should relax. Stress isn't good for you.
You're right. If there is nothing else I can help you with.
But you weren't really helpful at all. Maybe I'll come back later. Bye now.
Okej, szybka rozmowa. Ogólnie zastanawiam się, czy na każdym statku, takim większym, pasażerskim, jest taka sala szpitalna. Nie wiem, ja nigdy nie płynęłem, więc trudno mi to powiedzieć, ale jeżeli wy gdzieś płynęliście, dajcie mi znać, bo mnie to ciekawi. Popatrz na drzwi do kajuty Legranda.
We briefly discussed whether we should try to steal the second eye here on the ship. The lack of escape routes and the 10-centimeter thick door to the safe settled the question. Legrand is an important part of our plan. He's the one who'll arrest Inch in the end, but there's still a lot to do before that happens.
Dobra, czyli do Legranda wejść nie możemy z nim pogadać, udajmy się na górę. Może udamy się do naszej kajuty i pogadamy z Adilem. Może on będzie miał jakiś pomysł, jak dostać się do pokoju baronowej.
He has the enviable talent of being able to sleep anywhere, anytime. He once fell asleep on a cable car and only woke up after he'd already gone up the mountain and back down again.
Ja też lubię spać, ale tak jeszcze mi się nigdy nie zdarzyło. Wyjdź z kajuty, spójrz w stronę łazienki.
We booked this cabin because it's centrally located. Easy to duck in whenever we need to. Of course, the fact that it's a first-class cabin with a huge bathroom and shower had nothing to do with it. As soon as I've swapped the jewels, I'll treat myself to a hot shower, and then we'll see how the evening progresses.
Ale iść tam nie mogę, tak?
As soon as I've swapped...
No nie. Dobra. Przeszukaj walizkę.
Normally I don't carry so many things around, but it would have been suspicious if I'd come aboard with nothing but a rucksack whilst pretending to be the daughter of a wealthy family.
Coś tam mamy.
I got this necklace from my father. It's supposed to remind me that money isn't the most important thing in life. If all you've got is this penny, as well as family and friends, then you're a very rich girl, he said. I'll take it with me. It'll bring me luck.
Mamy grosik.
I always try to carry as few personal items as possible. If my things are ever searched, they won't reveal my true identity.
Dobra, stamtąd nic więcej nie możemy wziąć. Przeszukaj kosz z kapeluszami.
I don't like wearing hats, but they do fit the role. And I have to admit that the day in London when we shopped for Patricia Mayers was a lot of fun.
Popatrz na Adila.
It happened pretty fast between us. It was magic when we first met. Birds of a feather flock together, and he can be very charming.
Okej, śpi. Nie będziemy mu przeszkadzać. Naszyjnik.
I got this necklace from my... If all you've got is this penny...
Dobra, czy ja mogę ten naszyjnik połączyć, nie wiem, ze szczypcami na przykład?
I could jam the penny in and make a kind of improvised screwdriver. Why not?
A no właśnie. Mamy prowizoryczny śrubokręt, czyli przedmiot, który był nam potrzebny do otwarcia pokrywy. Czyli co, nie pozostaje mi nic innego, jak udać się na górę, odkręcić pokrywę, zsunąć się po ręczniku do pokoju baronowej i przeszukać go. Mam nadzieję, że nikt mnie nie zauważy. Dobra, sprawdźmy, czy to zadziała.
Right. That's it. I just hope that this is the right shaft.
Droga wolna.
Here goes nothing.
Dość ryzykowne posunięcie jak na taką dziewczynę. O, jest i baronowa. Przegląda jakieś zdjęcia.
Ah, Jakob Aust. I finally got you. I'll have them arrest you and justice will be done.
Can I be of assistance, madam?
Yes, you can get out of the way.
Shall I tidy up, madam?
No, it's time to celebrate.
Excellent. The coast is clear.
No dobra, przeszukajmy jej pokój i postarajmy się znaleźć tą skrytkę.
It seems like she was searching for a specific photo, and that she actually found it. Jakob Aust. Now I've got you, she said. We got our hands on the list of passengers, but I don't recognize the name.
Jakob Aust. Ktoż to taki?
Hundreds of black and white photos, many of them tinted. From the 20s and 30s, I guess. Ugh, I don't have time to deal with them. Impressive for a quick drink on the go.
Wow, ile tu alkoholi. No w sumie baronowa jest alkoholiczką.
Gin, whiskey, liqueur, sherry, vodka, brandy, and champagne. Every bottle is at least half empty.
To nieźle, Łoi.
Napkins and towels, but no jewel. Corkscrew, bottle opener, coaster, nothing else. More bottles. Might be the good stuff.
Czy mamy tu gdzieś jeszcze jakąś szufladkę?
What's that? A small leather strap. Aha!
Aha, odblokowano nowe obrazki. Spójrz na drzwi.
Nefertiti, Guernica, A.D., Buonarroti's Adam. This could be a memory aid for the Baroness. And it would explain how Inch discovered the combination. I'm going to copy the hints. As I see it, I have to decipher these clues to find 3 of the symbols. Then I can guess the 4th. Well, Nefertiti was an Egyptian queen. The monogram and the 2 other clues aren't much help. To me it looks like a combination lock. A good one too. The door only opens when the right symbols are in place.
Dobra, czyli będziemy musieli tak naprawdę odnaleźć kombinację. Mamy łamigłówkę.
There are outlines of animals. A dog, a cat, a bear, and a rooster, amongst others. 8 symbols per cylinder. That means more than 4,000 possible combinations.
Zakończ poszukiwania.
I'd put money on the eye of the Sphinx being behind this door. I don't think anyone would bet against me. If only I knew, but while...
No dobra, rozejrzyjmy się jeszcze, może znajdziemy jakąś inną podpowiedź. Ale przynajmniej wiemy już, gdzie jest skrytka. Sprawdź notatnik.
The Baroness wrote something down and took the slip of paper with her. It's probably not important. The mannequin could probably wear my clothes. It'd disappear under the Baroness's clothes, though. As a child, I often stood in front of shop windows and tried to stand as still as the mannequins. When I got bored, I claimed that one of the mannequins had blinked and declared myself the winner.
Okej. Popatrz na obraz.
Not even Adil would believe that this painting was an original. He was interested in art when we first met, but for him it was always about the content, not the technique. I had my work cut out teaching him to concentrate on the stroke, the material, and the signature of the artist. It's the only way to distinguish an original from a fake. I don't care who painted it as long as it speaks to me, he said. A perspective that, as an art thief, I can't share, but it's charming nonetheless.
Ale ja mam w sumie tak samo. Lubię patrzeć na obrazy, niekoniecznie interesować się, z którego wieku pochodzą, kto je namalował i tak dalej, i tak dalej. Przeszukaj bagaż.
Luckily, I don't have to go through all these suitcases. Inch has been traveling with this woman through Europe for months. I almost feel sorry for him. Almost.
Przeszukaj torebkę.
I'm here to steal one of the most valuable jewels in the world. Not to swipe the contents of handbags.
Ale my szukamy jakiejś wskazówki, kobieto. Może warto by było to wszystko przejrzeć.
I'm sure that the eye is in the Baroness's luggage.
Okej, nie widzę, żeby było tu coś jeszcze ciekawego. No dobra. Spróbujemy po raz kolejny. Ogólnie też sobie zajrzę do swoich notatek. Tajemnice? Szyb wentylacyjny byłby idealny, bla bla bla. Adil miał rację, potrzebna mi kombinacja, żeby otworzyć skrytkę. Może inni pasażerowie będą coś wiedzieli. Powrót kruka. Okej. Plan, moja rola, plan Incha, kilka uwag, droga ucieczki, muzeum, ślady i dowody, utrata. Chyba nie ma tutaj nic na temat tego, jaki może być szyfr.
I wonder what the Baroness is running away from. Loneliness? Disappointment? Grief? A suitable glass for every occasion. But most of them look more or less unused. The Baroness probably disregards style and etiquette when she's drinking alone, and just uses the same glass.
Przyjrzyj się karteczce.
I've copied the hints into my diary. Maybe someone on board can help me to figure out at least 3 of the 4 symbols.
Ale kto? Któż by nam mógł pomóc?
If only I... But whilst I don't... The door is locked. I have to find the...
No dobra. Czyli tak naprawdę będziemy musieli wyjść stąd i z kimś pogadać. Może Adil będzie wiedział. Aha, to jest na pewno dr Gebhardt.
That was close.
No dobra, moi kochani. W tym miejscu zakończymy ten odcineczek. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobał i mam nadzieję, że w kolejnym odcinku uda mi się odgadnąć, jaki jest szyfr do skrytki. Podmienimy klejnot i będziemy kontynuować naszą przygodę. A tymczasem ja się z wami żegnam. Dzięki wielkie za uwagę. Trzymajcie się. Piona!